Well, once again I'm back and better than ever. A lot of stuff going on in the world, so I'm gonna bring on these brothers to talk about it once again. So with that being said, let me bring in one brother. Hey, how you doing,
Yo, peace, peace. What's going on, BJ?
bro? The world as the world turns. That's what's going on. And
I feel you.
how you doing, sir? You hear me? He's on, but I don't know what he. I don't know. You hear me, Frank?
Oh yeah. BJ, sorry about that. What's going on, man? Can you hear me? Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you, but you look like you got a plug up here. What's up?
I just push something. I gotta plug my camera. Let me put my camera real quick.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Well,
Well,
actually,
anyway, what's going on? What's going on, Shaq?
Oh man, you already know, BJ. Chilling, man. Trying to maintain, man. All this shit going on in the world, man. Just down here trying to maintain, man. You know what's up with you?
Um, you know the old deal, watching the clown show as the world turns, but the clown show is um gonna have a lot of willing participants lately, if you understand
Mm-hmm.
what I mean. So
Right.
when the clown show gets too big, I always make sure that you I call you to relieve people of the clown show. You know, I always say this, Shaq, the clown show is relief for me because it let me find out how many idiots out there in the world. But then again, it's not relief for me because then I find out how many idiots that have been around me that I might need to divulge from or watch what situation I'm in. So that's the problem that I
Mm.
kind of face when it comes to the clown show. Because you got clowns, you got willing participants, you got people that don't know that they willing participants, you know, a little bit too much to bear. Um, One thing I realized that we're in the midst of a direct communist attack right now, and a lot of people don't understand what it is because they never read these books. They don't know the colleges that they went to were preaching communism the whole time. So it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the book is 45, 45 or 47 points of the Communist Manifesto. That's what you're seeing with this
Mm.
jab stuff and all this other craziness, or inoculations or whatever. Um, However, I'll bring it up later in the show. Frank, you still there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, man, but I'm trying to. Damn it. Oh well.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
There we go. What you got? What you got there?
I gotta put my
Well,
camera up.
introduce
Is it
yourself,
Frank
brother.
Nitty? What's up?
Can you see me, man? Can I see? All right. Okay, man. Oh my God.
Look a little blurry, man.
Hold up. Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, it's I
You're
gotta
not
get a
in
little
3D, are
focus.
you?
All right. Here we go.
You say 3G, huh?
3D.
You know.
Oh, 3D.
Bam. All right, man.
Got you.
Go, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, man.
Got you.
I gotta get in. I gotta get a damn tripod. What's going on, man? I'm here,
That's all
man.
good. You all right? Get out of here. Hey,
You in
bud.
the game? What's up with you, Blake boy?
Chilling, man. Trying to get right, man. Trying to get right, man, and just tripping off this stuff daily, man. It's just like it's crazy, man. You know, just like all this stuff that's going on, man. You know, is they pushing it? It's being pushed. There it is. They're pushing
Okay.
it.
Now,
How much ready are we for it? You know, question.
okay. Question, bro. How um and how tell people who you are, man. First, let's stop.
Word, man. I'm Frank, man. I'm Frank Nitty, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a producer. I make beats and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I also try to produce intellect. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm just here to I'm serving a God, trying to wake our family up, man, our people up, because we're low. It's a crazy situation, man. We lost, man. It's just like we the lost generation, man. You know what I'm saying? 38-year-old dude, just man, just trying to make it in this world, man. And just trying to just spit some real, not trying, but preaching and spitting the realness, man.
Well, my interest that you hit me up last week, and I did get your number. So, as I've been saying, people, let me put my email in the chat. I still have the inoculation exemption forms. So make sure my email's in the chat because I don't want anybody to feel like they. Now, I did realize one thing when I read it, I'm not really apologizing, but I think you do have to get a religious person to sign it, and I think you have to have a notary, but that's kind of small when it comes to what you could be using it for. So I just say that I was just emailing them out like hotcakes to whoever asked for them, including you, Frank. So
I appreciate that, man. That's real.
But I hadn't very rarely missed a detail, but I mean, it's something that you would have seen anyway when you read it anyway. So I really didn't have to tell you that, but then people asked and I just was giving them out. So it is what it is. My email BernardJohnson10@yahoo.com if anybody else needs an exemption form because they are pushing very hard and we might need to be a little bit more strategic with these guys right now. This is as I told you, like you were talking to me earlier about gangsters and stuff. I don't need to hear another black person talk about he a gangster, he a thug, he a pimp or a hoe. Show it to me when you stand up to these devils. Show me that's when you're the pimp now. You the hoe, whatever, the pimp or whatever you're supposed to be. When you stand up to these communist devils, then you show me something. If not, then shut the hell up. I don't need to hear that. That's all I'm saying. But with that being said, you're from California, so explain to me California, a little bit about California.
I'm originally from New York, but you know what I'm saying? I was actually raised out here. I came back out here in 2004. So, I mean, I'm actually in a part of California. I'm not in LA. I'm not in San Bernardino. I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm in like Orange County. It is what it is out here, man. It's just like, and I see why a lot of people are leaving California and drugs, man, because before it's like gentrification even hit Harlem, it's like it start to hit out here too. Lamar Park area, and now Inglewood, and you know what I'm saying. Even certain parts of the projects and the Jordan Downs, they you know what I'm saying. They like cut parts of the Jordan Downs out to make like a higher income part of the projects, but it's just like. Man, it's just gentrification. We're really outnumbered in races out here as far as a race out here in California. We outnumber. It's just like, man, it's damn near everybody out here. I'd say like the Polynesians probably don't have as much numbers out here, like the Samoans and the Tongans and stuff like than us black people. But other than that, every other group, man, even the Asians are starting to get up on us with the numbers out here. Yeah, and a lot of people out here are coming. What it is, a lot of the Hollywood, people are going to down south in Atlanta and places like that, and a lot of the big techie people are moving out here. So it's like a shift, you know what I'm saying? It's like the richest of the richest is coming out here now, and the rich before we knew as rich are moving out. So, man, it's basically it's constant. You know what I'm saying? Competition out here. You got to compete out here. You got to compete like a motherfucker out here. You got to do what you got to do. And I see why. I see why a lot of people are moving and leaving California. I really do. All liberal.
Let me ask you a question. You're talking about Harlem. Now you realize New York and California, right? Remember this. I'm just going, and Chaq, I want you to follow up on this, okay? Remember Biggie and Tupac, West Coast, East Coast, all that. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right.
When California started gentrification or New York or vice versa, they do it at the same time in unison. That's why last week when they started talking about making state workers take the inoculations, they did it in unison, and then they try to get the rest of the country to follow their models. Did I realize that?
Yep. The most.
People who move from California bring their policies to other states. They're trying to actually do it in Texas right now with all this busting in of migrants in Texas too. They're trying to overflood the welfare system and all that to do that. So they want to bring. That's why if you listen to California Kamala Harris, she said it. We want the nation to go away with California. No, the hell you don't. Well, they do, but you don't. And I know you are in California, so explain to me. It's a big homeless population there, isn't that?
Oh, man, that's crazy how you just brought that up, man. Like, damn. Man, it's man, the homeless people out here, it's tough out here. It's crazy, and it's just like where I'm at in Orange County, you wouldn't even think. See, this is what they don't talk about. People don't talk about this. There's a large white homeless population out here in Orange County. A lot of people don't talk about that. Yeah, man, a big, large homeless white population. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing is, or you go out to like places like Skid Row, man, you see, you know what I'm saying, homeless black people over there, and you got your, you know what I'm saying, people, you know, selling, you know, clothes and stuff over here in the garment district and stuff right around the corner from Skid Row, man. So you got your people, you know what I'm saying, just coming to this country, and you got your people that are from this country that are poor and poverty. That's what you got in California. You got, I mean, I can't see why a lot of people out here complain. Like non-black people, I can't see why a lot of non-black people complain out here, because this is designed for them. You know what I'm saying? California for them.
I know something. After 8 years of Obama being in office and starting with that recession, I read an article one time that 51% of black people in California were homeless. And after I look at all the Skid Row and the Merck Park and all these places, it probably could be more than that. 51% might not be justice. Because I saw, it's a lady out there, she did show me, her name is Shirley Hussar. She's been on Fox News and stuff too, but she did show me one time. Need to get her back on actually, but she showed me rows and rows and rows on her video. Now she wasn't showing me she was doing a YouTube video of like tents set up just all across blocks and stuff. People just laid out in the street. So that's very interesting.
Oh yeah. She wasn't lying. And I mean, but she showed you some accurate stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying? And then LA is, man, like, okay, Orange County, it got so bad. Like I give like a couple years ago to where cats are like, you know what I'm saying? You got people, they were sleeping on the like embankments and like ditches and like overpasses and stuff. It got bad. Like, you know what I'm saying? It got real bad. Like and they was kicking people out. I mean, it was a big homeless population over there in Angel Stadium. They don't talk about the news. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. It's the doggy dog survival of the fittest, man. But like I said, I don't see why other groups complain out here, man, because this is like, you know, they can walk in banks and not get funny looks and get business loans, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's like on the streets, a big gangbang culture out here on the streets. You got racism on the streets, and you got racism trying to compete for jobs and just regular, you know what I'm saying, adult type stuff. You got it. It's crazy, man. I just feel like, damn, we got competition on every level with people, man. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? People help other groups, or they'll make it to where them other groups strive and stuff, and you know, hook them up with loans and stuff. But the only loan they want to give you is some student loan. That's it, because they know that's gonna rack up debt. So I just look at it in them kind of ways, man. You know, it's crazy, man.
Hey, I was reading the chat. This is Infinite 8. You see the chat, Brita? He says respect. He says respect, brothers. Just what he says. He said just go back to Africa. Just go back. What? Hold on.
Or what?
Oh, I supposed to say just got back from Africa. Yeah, he says totally free and peaceful, affordable land and housing. He said that's righteous black youth on the land. I don't know about that Africa shit, man. I don't know. Hey, brother, I'm skeptical about that Africa thing, brother.
Now let me say something. Okay, let me shout out my brother B1 and this queen named Monique 2C, who is back in the chat one more time. She was a guest. I'm an empress. Okay.
What up,
See
Mo?
Tim. What up, fam? Tim, I see you in the chat. I see Ali Hamid.
Oh yeah, Ali.
I'll let him. Yeah, shout out to him too as
I
well.
hey man, I
Um,
respect Hotep, man.
Monique 2C, you invited anytime. If you want to come on right now, we have a spot for you. Put it like that. But
Hold on. Ali Muhammad, he says come to Atlanta and Alabama. He said there's a lot that is all black there, huh? Birmingham,
my pops is in
Birmingham
Alabama.
and what's the name is all black? I don't know. I haven't been there yet, Ali. What about you, BJ? You know about that?
nah, I haven't been there. But hey, man, where to start, man? Hey, man, you might have to set up a military somewhere if you can get away with it.
Hey, but Ali though, we gonna have to figure out. We might have to. I don't know, man. We gonna have to start, like you say, like-minded people start getting their own area, find us a nice little area. But I don't know.
Well, let me say something to you. Matter of fact, what Tim said is Atlanta a month ago. And let me say something. I was out a little while ago when I told Frank if I got back in time, we'll do this tonight. You know, I got to get on the plane in the morning. It is what it is, right? But like I said, I couldn't get on that plane without doing this. So it is what it is.
Hold on. Monique say, I say we stay. She says we stay. How about everybody else go? Salute, Monique. Monique come in hard all the time, baby. I like that.
Well, but nevertheless, I was talking to a brother. And by the way, I sent an email for you know what I'm talking about, Frank, anyway, right? So we talked about, so he used to work for this pest control company, right? He's a good friend of mine. I've been knowing him for a long time. And he was saying he quit the pest control company, but he kept the skills of the pest control company. He got his company where he what does he do? He has a exotic nature thing where he people pay him to come see his animals like lizards, snakes, and stuff. He got these exotic creatures. And he does music. He's been a rapper for a long time and stuff. They got a group down here and stuff. But nevertheless, he was talking about he worked for Dodson. He kept the skills from Dodson. And people call him now to do the pest control. He just go get the pest kit to go clean the houses. And he was saying, really, to tell you the truth, pest control ain't hard. He said a lot of these jobs, what a lot of people need to start doing is infiltrating the jobs, right? Taking what they get out of their daily life out of the job, quit the job, make the business for yourself. See? Because he said back then you had technical schools and stuff where they didn't take the programs out. You learned the programs in school. But now they want you to go to college. But he said if you get the job in the field, take what you can get out of it and then make the business back for yourself, which is an even smart idea because you already got all the skills from the job. So all you do is bring it to your own daily life. That's what you do. So I will give you examples of my own stuff, like even corrections, right? See, I work a lot of jobs just to see what's going on, right? But if you can work in a correction facility, you can handle a lot of stuff that's going on here too, as long as you don't get too ahead of yourself in there. So I'm just letting you know. So, I mean, I don't been on this side of the street, I haven't been on that side, but you learn from what you've seen, right? But really, to tell you the truth, it's probably easier in there sometimes than it is out here. But I will give a salute to correctional officers, police officers, nurses, doctors who are not going for this communist takeover so easy. So I will give them credit. I know nurses. I was with one today. She was talking to me about stuff, and she was saying how she don't understand how they're so silly to be falling in this game, this con game, right? So, but nevertheless, I was just saying that everybody has skills and talents. I mean, like sometimes you realize them, sometimes you realize them later, right? I mean, what I did, I DJ sometimes too. So what I did was I had to watch the P's and Q's from others, and then I said, okay, let me do this myself. Or, personal training. Well, I always did that. I said, so why not do something with it, right? But I'm just saying that, you know, like I always say, I am not your, you know, I might be your, you might say, I'm here to give you nutrition advice. Look, yeah, I give you advice, but I can't lead a horse to water, and I cannot make you drink, and I cannot make you lose weight if you don't want to do it. I really can't do it, you know. So it's kind of like the same thing with the Jay. My, you know, my body, my choice, or whatever the hell they want to say. You know, you see that idiot, what's his name, Don Lemon up there promoting the thing, saying you shouldn't be able to go to supermarket and stuff like that, you know, all that other great stuff. But nevertheless, and I'm going to play that clip for you in a minute. But that's what I was just saying. So let's focus on what we can be good at and stuff, because Frank, I heard you saying you did music. You got a talent. Now, depending on, like I always say, are you using it for good or using it for evil? Because, you know, some people got talent, but they use it for evil, like these entertainers. I mean, I'm not going to give too much into him. Like, well, really, tell you the truth, I don't even think Nas X has any talent, right? But they try to make it look like he got talent, right? But, you know, I'm just letting you know that he using his for evil. So what you're doing could be for good. I'm just saying. Or you're trying to get a message, or you're trying to reach it. Because I've met a lot of people, and they be like, man, I didn't know you were this smart. I said, yeah, this is just my thing. 4 bedroom, 3 baths in Birmingham, $53,000. Wow. That is a good, okay. Yes. We'll need trades, each one teach one. We need to show these kids how to use their hands. And as a matter of fact,
oh, true, man. Shit, man.
see, I got something to say to you. I was out the other day, and I saw these 2 young brothers out there. And I got a basketball camp to do August 15 and train some kids, I think. But I was with 2 young brothers. And I walked up to them. And guess what they told me? I said, I saw the mother cutting grass. I said, what are you? I said, how y'all doing? And, you know, they were riding their little bikes on the street. I was, you know, walking or whatever. What was I working? I forgot what I was doing. And I was like, dang, why was mama cutting grass? You know, back in the day, you was 11 years old, you was cutting grass, and that little kid was living on the porch watching your mama cut grass. This thing look kind of crazy, man. I'm just telling you, man. I don't know. I think I'm living in an alternative universe, so I don't know what universe I'm living in, right? I'm just telling you, things have really changed since I just turned 34 on July 16th. I said things have really changed. But I'm gonna be dead on with you, Monique 2C. I mean, you know, I always like you come to chat and grace with your presence. And actually you are very very cool. So I don't want you to be out there cutting the grass, but if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But I don't want you out there cutting the grass. Maybe I said Chaq myself out there to do it. But nevertheless, or you pray. But it is what it is. I'm just giving you a point that I just saw a woman cutting grass with her 2 sons sitting on the porch. And I know 11 years old they can cut some grass. Shoot, some of them I learned to cut grass at 8. So, I mean, anybody got something to say about it? We're just talking about how you get your manhood back. That's all.
You're talking, okay, so you said something about Alabama earlier. My pops is, oh, my bad. Go ahead, CL. Can y'all hear me? Or?
Go ahead.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, go. Are you good?
Yeah, my pops is actually from Birmingham. No, he's actually from Montgomery, man. I went out there like 2017. I went out there, man. It was cool. It was a cool little. It was nice and stuff. But I mean, I'm not even gonna say segregation, man. I'm not even gonna use that word because you know what I'm saying. We was in a better light when we was segregated. But it is. There is a lot. There's black towns. There's black. You know what I'm saying. There's black. You know, have it to where they have black little we got black sheriffs and stuff like that over there. So it'd be like that. So I could see actually how places and apartments and houses and stuff like that are cheap out there because the cost of living is lower out there. The gas is cheaper. You know what I'm saying? Jobs probably pay a little less out there, but minimum wage is probably less. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's a slow living. It's actually a cool place to like raise kids though. Place like that, Alabama. I can see how people want to go out there and raise kids. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we just got to get back. I mean, I think like you said, I don't know, man, because at some point, like I said, our ancestors were hard workers, and we are hard workers still. But I think when they ushered in the celebrity and the hip hop or the music, just say the entertainment industry in itself, when it became such a high commodity for entertainment, I think
Hold on,
we
hold on, hold
huh
on, Chaq. Hold on for a minute.
yeah.
All right, hold on, I gotta say this. Yeah, she like yard work. I don't mind cutting the grass, vitamin D, and well, that is a good source of vitamin D and exercise. Uh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna tell you. You get vitamin D and exercise by going on a long walk, right? But if you don't mind cutting the grass, I can't stop you. But I just say get a brother to come over there and cut the grass. That's what I would say. But if vitamin D and exercise, I don't mind. We're not gonna get too you know, pushy on your Monique because we like when you come to the gym, but we glad to crack you up sometime. You know what I'm saying? So we
Mm-hmm.
live with it, vitamin D and exercise, but we were just pointing out emphasis here. But you know what I mean. You know how we roll, so it is what it is.
Monique should be cracking me up.
But she never been to Alabama. She would have to check it out. Might have to give me a shot at the
Yeah, I
house.
never been there either.
Go ahead, Shaq.
It's hot, it's humid, it's slow out there, but you know what I mean. That's the side, you know. Other southern places are like that too. I heard Florida. I heard it's like similar to Florida as far as the weather. So.
Okay. Yeah, I never been there before. Yeah. No, I was just saying, man. I was just trying to add to the platform, like you said, and say, some of our people, like you said, when we were introduced to like this entertainment industry, and some of us got conditioned to only um believe that the entertainment was a way for you to, make a living. And now that you see this last past year, how the celebrities and stuff, like you said, now they are suffering. Now they are, you know what I'm saying? They got to scramble, right?
That's
They
true.
got to scramble for what they got. Like I said before, so what I was saying, like how for some reason, us as so-called black people fail for getting into the industry, right? The entertainment industry, and not using other skills that we had, right? Natural born skills and talents we had. We just somehow just wanted to just only do that and make that our only end all be all. Only way we can so-called be successful and make it. And as you see, we didn't own it. We didn't master it because we don't own anything in that. So we got to go back to the basics, like you said, man. We got to get our hands back dirty again. We got to get back dirty. We got to come get back to the creativity, being more creative. Like you said, get back to the forming things, get back to our natural, like holistic health, wellness, and stuff like that. Like I said, building things with our hands and stuff. Because naturally, like I said, when we was little, every person, like you said, probably little kid or something had like Legos and stuff, and you was amazed at the creativity that you had. So, like BJ said, take some of those skills and try to make those skills either a lifestyle now. Now we got to make the skills a lifestyle.
Do not get the rainbow color Legos.
We got to start making them skills a lifestyle. Anything you know how to do. If you know how to cook good, you know how to prepare food good, get back into that. Like you said, this veganism thing is trying to blow. It's trying to, you know what I'm saying? People is jumping into that. Vegetarian, all that. Get into that cooking and stuff like that. If you naturally know how to cook, find a way how you can make that your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And try to make livelihood for you. Because like you said, the way they set us up, man. Hey, with this last 2 years, man, we're gonna have to figure something else out. Because it's not working. It's not working, man. It's not working. I mean, we got to get back in there and get all of us got to start getting back into hard work. Like I said, even if it's some hard labor. If you know how to do construction, like you said, BJ said, get in there and learn this stuff. Get in there. You might have to go on somebody's job and learn the skills and learn it. Go be a contractor. Like you said, BJ, you got a partner, right? That's a contractor, right? We need to get him on the show so he can give us some little information on how you can obtain the information of being a contractor. So you can pull contracts in these cities and stuff so you can give jobs and back to people that look like us and stuff like that. We got to start creating jobs for ourselves, man. Stop waiting on somebody else to give it to them. These people that's higher up, Some of our higher society class, they come back down. They got to get out them clouds, man, to come back and help us help ourselves, man. It's time for it. Ain't no more eating cheese and crackers, man. Y'all got to come back and help so we can. It's for our future though, because it's for our future generations, man. We gotta start lining it back up, because they trying to move past us, man. As a nationality, man. They trying to move past us, you know. It don't look like reparations coming. And if it's due, we still need to be mentally, psychologically equipped, so we don't bump our heads again. Don't let the history repeat itself.
You got a point with that, brother.
But see, then like see what they did, they took the trades. I mean, I can't remember exact, man. It's because I'm saying, like the 37-year-olds, the 38-year-olds, 36-year-olds around that time frame. We already about maybe my 10th grade. I don't in the back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
What year you graduated, Frank? What year? I graduated in 2000, so I know they had those vocational trainings in my high school. So I think maybe around maybe say 03, 05, maybe they started taking them out, right?
You know what? Okay, it could be around around that time. Definitely the early.
Maybe I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet, but I know it's 2000, 2001. Yeah.
But see, and then the thing, see that I mean, I don't understand how people. How is that not by design? You know what I'm saying? How's that? Just like I said yesterday, I broke it down yesterday with the how they killed Martin Luther King. Bam! Everything, they give you all types of stuff. The Civil Rights Act, all this acts right after they killed Martin Luther King. It was so designed. Okay, those conspiracies or whatever. His King was dead or whatever the case is, whatever. Just like Martin Luther King's mom got killed. Nobody talk about that. And the brother got killed. Nobody talk about that. You see. I mean, so maybe he really did get killed at that time. But anyway, right when they kill King, they give you all types of stuff for you to be subservient to them. We was already dependent. You're already going to be dependent on the American government anyway. But right after they killed King, it's like that's when I feel you. I mean, as far as the working, but before they took the trades out the school, they made the black woman be dependent on welfare, man. You know what I'm saying? And welfare, white women were on. There was more. There still is, but that was really initially for white people. After that, after the New Deal or something like that. Was after World War I or something. That welfare was for the white woman. You know what I'm saying? Because white women are classified as minorities. A lot of people don't talk about that. But
right.
So you know what I'm saying? So that was designed. We gonna say CEO?
And yeah, not to interrupt, but if you check the so-called colored, the term colored, that's under what we call white people or European people. They be considered colored too, because see, these people are tricky, man. You got to know, even in law. See, I don't know enough about law, but I've been trying to read up on in like these law dictionaries. I think people need to start getting these law dictionaries too, man. Because with this some definitions that we say out on the streets as civilians, it's a little tricky in these courts and stuff, man. And these court definitions are different with the minor and all that stuff. It's so tricky. White people are really colored people too. So it's tricky when they use their colored word, because they are actually colored. Because believe it or not, we don't change color. They really change color. I mean, legally, by law, they are colored people too. They're colored people. It's tricky, man.
Because remember, even the Caucasian, like Dr. Bay was even saying, even the Caucasian in a law dictionary, the Caucasian is not included in white. That's not included in the white. That's not included in that. You see what I'm saying? But these people are classified as Caucasians now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you said, the word game and the word thing is real tricky. These people know what they're doing. Yeah. And see, the thing is, like that stupid word intersectionality and critical race theory. We got to watch who the same person made those two words up. We really have to watch who's making these words up, these phrases, and we have to watch what we're repeating, like the word homophobic. Ain't nobody scared of no damn gay people. So I don't really watch. We got to watch what we you know what I'm saying? Will we take in and will we you know what I'm saying? Will we excuse me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we really got to do that, man. We got to really be on our stuff, man. Because we're the kids. We're gonna pass that down on to the kids, man. critical thinking. It seems like it's not like they're gonna call you a conspiracy theorist. They're gonna call you all types of names for you critically thinking, but that's what adults do because I have to teach my child. You see what I'm saying? You teach your children that. You teach your children to be independent and think for themselves. But people, because it's like a cult-like type vibe right now, atmosphere we got going on right now, where people will call you this and that and this and that. Oh, you're this now, you're being this now, you're conservative, or you're this and that. It's just like, it's funny because these are grown people talking like this. These are grown adult people. Some of these people are older than us talking like this. So it's like the blind leading the blind, man. But you're right though. These words and these phrases, it's like right. You know what I'm saying? Like how they did King. These people design things 20, 30 years before they happen, and then they'll admit when something happens. Oh, we dropped the ball. Like you know what I'm saying for this jab, all this jab stuff and all this virus stuff. Watch. Don't mark my words. Don't be surprised 20. Or however many years down the line they go, they'll be like, oh yeah, this came out, this and this came out, and this is also the same media that's perpetuating these lies now. So you got to watch out, man.
Yeah. Man. I mean, like you said with the trade thing, like you said, I think it is like you said. Even like going to, like I said, people say go to college. I mean, if you're made for it, right? And then again, that's still tricky too, because you got to have money to go to college, right? How much does the average college cost to go? A college program cost to go to university?
Like 20, 30,000, some 20
per semester, right?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes even per semester, man. It's crazy.
I mean, especially if you're going for I mean, because let me say this. When I was I graduated in 2000, right? I was thinking about going into the barber industry, like I said, being a barber, right? Now, barber college at that time where I was at in Illinois, Southern Illinois, it was only $6,000 to go to the barber college. Let's just go to be a barber, right? As the years went by, I noticed probably around about 20. I know when I checked back about 2012, I mean like 2012, 2014, 2015, man, that shit was so high, man. And plus they added more stuff to it. Like you had to go to cosmetology and all that stuff. You can't just go into barber. So they added more programs, unnecessary shit to make the programs and curriculum so high, taxing you. And then now, you got to pay that debt back. Now you in the system as debt, right? Now you got this system. Now you in this credit system. So a lot of these stuff I think need to be taught to us on the grade school level. I think some of our so-called leaders, black leaders and whatever leaders in our communities, local or whatever, I think they need to start advocating and start, if you want to start seeing change, they need to start putting those programs, like you said, teaching us how to do credit, tax and all that stuff. For our future children, like you said, and teach public relations and stuff like that.
Vaccine, you can't go to
you got
the
feedback.
Don't have a vaccine.
Yeah, we got feedback.
Right. Hold on for a minute.
You don't have a vaccine, can't come here. No shirt, no shoes.
Oh, that's what you was gonna play.
They messing with me.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Now
yeah, we can hear you.
All right, let me try to get this back up. Clear. They knocked me out, but they knocked me out. So let me try to get this back up. I want y'all to hear this shit.
These people ain't no joke, man.
Cause I listen to this.
Yeah, they pushing hard.
Yeah,
they pushing hard. They pushing hard. We the people though. We got to push back.
Dang,
well, I can't come back here.
8,000.
Don't get the vaccine. Go to the supermarket. Go to the ball game. Don't have the vaccine. Can't go to work. You don't have a vaccine. Can't come here. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's why it's now. Because we continue to waste our breath on people who are just going to change. They're, searching and saying, well, I'm free. Kids get to take vaccines in order to be employed. So what is the big deal? And all these people were saying, I don't want to put this stuff in my body. They're out drinking on the weekend and putting other substances in their bodies that's way worse for them than a vaccine. So come on, let's be real.
Yeah, look, there are people who have health exceptions. I think they're the very pronounced minority.
You heard that, didn't you?
Hey, you know what? Let me say something about that. That punk. Hey, look here, dude. You a chump, right? He's a chump. Because for you to say that, these are the same. See, these are the same extremist jerks that keep saying, "Oh, they cried about they wanted their sexuality to be held on a badge. They want a badge of honor for saying what their sexuality is, their personal preference is, and hollering about discrimination on everybody that's doing their own thing. You want to intrude on somebody else's preferences, and now you doing the same thing back. You see how you can't trust these? They low down and dirty scundraws because they cried about being able to being accepted, their preferences being accepted in the public. Like, who really cares a fuck about who you fucking in public? That should be some private shit anyway. But you're gonna try to correlate that with this damn shot shit. You discriminating. You just openly said that you just got y'all got these LGBT shit, just got all these bills passed for so-called discrimination, civil rights shit. But y'all want to turn around and discriminate on us and take our civil rights away. You see how these extremists is, man? These are extremist mad dogs.
Well,
you know what I mean? Extremist mad dogs. That's what they are.
I got something to say about that.
They are, man.
Look, the same people pushing this LGBTQ agenda, right, is the same people pushing this, which tell you
that's what I'm saying, BJ.
The population. But you heard what he said, right? So when he said that, he's basically telling you you don't need to be inside. This Don Lemon telling you this now, right? Now, the only thing that little clown said was that, okay, yeah, drinking can hurt you. I agree with that. But you trying to push it for your agenda. You're not just talking about drinking can hurt you. You're talking about you trying to push it for you. That's the problem I got with him saying that. Smoking, yeah, we know that. But you trying to push it for the agenda of your Zionist masters. Or we can go to the book, The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. Or we can go to the book, The Synagogue of Satan, or whatever book you want to go, The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews, whichever way you want to go. And you'll see that. But I just want to show you how hard Don Lemon was pushing that on his show that night. So what do you think?
I mean, who even listens to that dude, man? Because these people are extremists. Right. You got something to say, Frank?
Man,
my bad, Frank.
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, Don, man. Okay, Don Lemonade, man. That dude, man. Okay, this is the same dude, right? Around I think it was the Ferguson, Mike Brown, one of them that actually got caught crisis acting, right? You know what I'm saying? With him and the police officer. The police officer come to find out the police officer wasn't even a real cop. He was actually a crisis actor. So this dude actually got caught. I mean, seen him in a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Lying and you know, making up crises for good publicity and for ratings. So I mean, you can't that guy. You can't trust that guy. You know what I'm saying? This dude does.
It's not the guy. It's that mindset though of Frank and Bernard. It's the mindset of being an extremist, right? You want to push your identity, your ideas so far on the majority of people that you are stepping on other people's toes. You're trying to take our humanity and civil rights away. We had if this is the land of the free, why is this administration pushing so hard to take your amendments away, to take all your constitutional rights away? Why? They are pissing on the Constitution and desecrating the Constitution by them being extremists with their ideologies. That's the problem. Let me have the choice to not do this or that. Don't try to force. Same with the LGBT thing. They trying to force LGBT on everybody. Everybody do not agree with that. And it's not being hateful. It's just saying, no, I got my preferences. And leave the kids alone. Why are you trying to coerce the kids to be involved with this stuff? Right? And they're trying to take all the power out of the parents' hands and put it in the children's hands. Now you're gonna tell me a child that's 4 years old got a choice to make, 8, 9, 10-year-old got a choice to make if they want to take this so-called this jab outside of the parents' authority? Really? You see how disrespectful it is? Every person that's a parent should be should feel like there's a slap in the face and feel like you're being disrespected as a parent, and your authorship should be disrespected. Your citizenship should feel like it's disrespected by this administration okaying all this rhetoric to take your authority away from you being the head of your household.
That's kind of what I was alluding to earlier when I said that you teach your kids. You know what I'm saying? So if you're you're the adult person, entity, you know what I'm saying? And if you're brainwashed, so what is your kids gonna be? You see what I'm saying? And these people they went a little bit and kind of they've been, the coronavirus to 2020, right? But they was implementing pushing and taking for the guns too, right? So they're pushing for you to take away your First and Second Amendment rights. You see what I'm saying? And I don't see how. I mean, these fools, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't respect a lot of these white conservatives or whoever the hell you call them, because these fools over here, which I think was staged, but these fools over here, overrun the Capitol on January 6th, right?
I'm gonna talk about that in a minute too.
Okay. I don't want to go too far into it right now. So, why didn't y'all should have protested for something bigger than that. Y'all should have protested for us having to wear masks anyway. Y'all wasn't protesting for that, for the mask. Y'all wasn't protesting for the jab and all that, and the COVID and all that. Y'all wasn't protesting for that. Y'all was protesting because the WWF person that you like, you know what I'm saying? Hulk Hogan didn't win. The Ultimate Warrior won, because this is all this election stuff is just WWF. As a kid, you told another kid, hey, wrestling's fake. That kid wanted to fight you over it. Same now. Adult was going to want to argue with you over your ideology or your perception, you know what I'm saying, of politics. It's the same kind of thing.
Let me say something to you, Frank, right quick about that. Let me say something about that election, by the way. See, a lot of people don't understand what Trump was talking about, stolen election, right? But I did, because I told Shaq, and Shaq can tell you I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I said that's not what they're talking about. What happened when you talking about they are literally stealing election, you have entered into a type of communist warfare. People think it's about election. This ain't about election. It's about global tyranny. And the global tyranny, one thing is that inoculation, trying to force it on everybody. That's what communists do. Marxists do. They try to impose their ideology on everybody. That's what they're trying to do. That's what that's about. So it was bigger than just some election. That's small time. This is a big global agenda. Now I want to say something right quick, because I want to give a shout out to Dr. Carmen Johnson, who's an author now, and with her book, The Pretense of Justice, and you can pre-order it now. She's got her nonprofit, Helping Ourselves to Transform, and I am proud of Dr. Carmen Johnson for getting her book out. So, also
Salute to Dr. Carmen Johnson.
Dr.
Congratulations.
Randy has this book out called Slavery's Mastery. Dr. Randy Short has his book out as well. But yeah, Dr. Carmen Johnson has got her sent me this the other night. So I just wanted to show it on my show that she's got that out there. So it is what it is. I just wanted to bring that up because she's been doing work. I got to get back on the show. It is what it is. But she's been doing a lot of good stuff. So shout out to Dr. Carmen Johnson on that. Okay. Whoa. I gotta open up another tab, man.
I see what you're saying, though, B. I see what you're saying, though, about the communism, about it being bigger than that. And I see that. And that's exactly what exactly what the, just trying to like force mandation and force masks and all that. That's enter into that same realm too. You know what I'm saying? The grown person, you ain't got no rights. What makes you think the kids is gonna have rights? They pushing it. They're showing that they're in control, and they're showing that there's still slavery around.
Right.
Well, I'm gonna say that there's an old saying they say, power in the people, but the people, no, the people give the power, but they can always take it back. So just remember that.
Mm.
Remember, people can always take the power back if they know what's going on. That's the question.
That's true.
But but you talked about this Capitol thing. Now, I don't know if anybody saw that video of that Capitol police officer the other day sitting up there crying like a little simp. Talking about he was called a nigger and all that. I said, man, give me a break, man. I got to show y'all this thing, man. This stuff is so crazy. Yeah, I got to show you this, man.
But hold on.
This
BJ, that's crazy, man. Cause he ain't said nothing about all these people in law enforcement and people in these politicians and stuff that was calling you done heard on video, audio and video, them calling people niggas. Now you in law enforcement. They call other people niggas. He ain't said nothing about that. Ain't no outcry for that. For your superiors. These are supposed to be superiors, right? In law enforcement, right? Governors and shit. You done heard them say some racist comments these last couple of years on audio, right?
Right.
Think about it. They done came out bold. One thing I know, they bold with it, very bold with it. Now he crying about some shit about somebody calling him a nigga. Come on, man.
And you see how they do it, dude? Like you see how they hit you with the like this is like the second incident like within a couple weeks. I seen something the other day to where they was at that town hall meeting and something like that, and that white I don't know if he was a congressman or whatever. I guess he wanted to take the mayor spot or whatever. He's a congressman and he was running for mayor, but then the mayor is a black dude. It was a white dude. And he was just like, is there any house niggas in there? You know what I'm saying? Is there, you know what I mean? There was no outrage. You know what I'm saying? The black men was just sitting right there looking like, I would have had that man escorted out, or if I would have had somebody either I'm not going to put, he would have either got hands put on him or he would have got put out. He would have got put out the right way or the right way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that the right way or the right way. Cause I think both those ways was the right way. And then the black lady over here crying, you see what I'm saying? I think there was another incident recently too of that, somebody crying because it wasn't a Victoria's Secret joint. It was something else to where a black woman, I forget, it was something, I forget, but it was a black woman crying again because of something called some racism, I think at her school or something. We need to stop. They put that type of stuff on the news. They put that type of stuff on the news for a reason. They put that, the stories like that don't go unheard on the news. They put the docileness of black men and women on the news for a reason. You're in a subservient position. You're in a subservient position. You got to stay in that subservient position. You see what I'm saying? We you know what I'm saying?
Call him a nigga back. Call him a white nigga back then. Shit, call him a white nigga back. Shit.
And so you notice
the eye for an eye. Ain't this an eye for an eye? Call him white nigga. Hey, man, these white niggas ain't shit, man. Do it back. Shit.
You see, we gotta stop being
both ways, man.
Because before we weren't like that. Man. When we talk like Chaq, we were talking about the other night, man. We had a reputation back in the day as black people, dude. We had a not mess with you type reputation, man. Like you don't, you know what I'm saying? Let me walk and look the other way, Tyler. Think twice before I mess with this dude, man. It's not like that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, you got a lot of these celebrities implementing these little psyops or these little rituals, these little embarrassing rituals that they gotta face. You know what I'm saying? And that makes that puts another subservient type of look on black people right there. Oh, damn, it's a rich black motherfucker and he getting treated like this. So how do you? I don't gotta respect the average black motherfucker I see. That's how I look at it, man. Just like they use Candace Owens and Larry Elder, and they use black people to go in on black people so they can say, you know what? Hey, there's nothing racist about this company. There's nothing racist about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you had a black person say this. You're talking about your own people. It must be true. But guess what? The KKK and skinheads and racists, they hate race traders. When a white person do it, they call it a race trader, though. When a black person do it, they give them some butter biscuits. You see that, Shaq?
Uh-huh.
They weaponize incidences of certain people, man. That's what they do.
And who is somebody Clyde? What was it said? That boy said USCP. Must be a cushy job. Wow. Have to be a cushy job. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, they show the weak ones.
Wow.
probably
I mean,
pay people to do this type. You know, they probably pay him to like do shit like that, dude. It could be like a stage. Man, you never know, man, because there is something called crisis actors, man. You could actually get
right, I
get
agree.
paid. You can get paid to be a crisis actor. You go on the site, man. You know what I'm saying? Sign up for that shit, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, but the news will never bring that up, though. The lamestream will never bring that up. You know what I'm saying? So, and then
Right.
because you talk that shit, then they gonna make you look like you the crazy one and shit. Because you know what I'm saying? That's why they don't bring it up. They're like, what? You know what I'm saying? But everybody know about conspiracy theory, that term, right? That CIA term.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
A lot of them got to fall. They just follow the script, man. A lot of them just reading the script, man. They don't know what's going on. They just reading the script. Because I know you cannot look at some of that stuff on no prompters as a so-called journalist, a media or personality, and read that shit off to the people and actually think that shit is true that you read. And I would not with all your education, you cannot honestly believe some of this stuff is true. The scripts that y'all reading off the teleprompters. Really? Come on. It's a joke, BJ. It's a clown show, like you said. It's the circus, baby.
Yeah, it is a clown show. Real clown show. All right, I'm back. I don't know.
Okay. What's this you got up on the screen now?
I'm trying to get something up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get. Oh, I know what it is. My bad. Let me fix this up. All right. I got it now. Let's see. Give me a second.
Oh, excuse me.
I gotta show you this. By the way, I did see something that was a little today. I think they released 2.1 funding or more funding for Capitol police officers too, which is kind of interesting. After all
Hold
that
on.
stuff about that,
More fun. I mean, BJ, Frank, talk to me now. Don't we got the best military in the country, in the world? Right?
no, they saying what happened at the Capitol, which was a complete psyop.
Uh-huh.
That was fake.
What I'm saying, don't we got
Huh?
most security and protection security for man, come on, man.
That's true.
I mean, it's just sad to think that they can run this game and script on us for so long, even with all the cameras, all the surveillance we got, and they still running this script, this playbook. They still going with the playbook, huh? That's crazy, man. The trick.
And you notice it come up right. It comes right after he's saying something. Then they talk about more funding for him. They feel full of shit.
Right.
Now,
but they penny pinching us though. Come on, man. Y'all gave all this money away. Y'all pulling all this money out your ass crack.
Shit. You know what? Israel got our reparations. How about that? Damn, I shouldn't have said that. Israel got reparations. That's where the reparations went to Israel every year.
Right.
Dude, the media don't want to talk about that. You know.
Well, if I hear and see another black person come about rep. If you don't want the reparation, shut your ass up and sit down.
I do. Black people.
Let me say something right quick.
It's stupid. Just shut up. Exactly like you just said. But they're just doing it because it's us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like we're conditioned to think stuff about negativity. Right. That's why we don't speak in public when we see each other. We don't.
Shit had me laughing, man.
Is this the Capitol thing, BJ?
Yeah, it is. Lows. Because I ain't never seen something so pathetic in all my life. And this made me question. Well, it made me question being a black man, but it made me question what kind of Negroes we got at the Capitol.
Right.
If you heard it play, let's see if it played. This was funny, man. I mean, I might have to go get the phone out and play this part if it don't work on the Come on, load up, man. Can't let this one get away, man. And I'm gonna ask y'all to see what are the points y'all so wrong. Here, load up. Goddamn, what the hell the goddamn thing at? And this thing acting kind of crazy. When it started playing, I hear it. But this is what he said. Tim put in the check. They always show the weak ones, right? Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Chairman of the Select Committee
I want y'all to hear this dumb shit.
To get my account regarding the events of January 6, 2021. From my first experience as a Capitol Police officer, directly involved in those events, and still hurting what happened that day. By this testimony solely in my personal capacity and not as a representative of the United States Capitol Police. Before I begin, I'd like to take a moment of my time.
I can't listen to this shit,
to
bitch.
ask for a moment
I'm
of
sorry,
silence.
man. Goddamn.
No, man. You gotta hear this, man. This
Who
is funny.
died from injuries he sustained in the line of duty defending the capital of our beloved democracy.
All right, we go that shit. Whoa!
Thank you. I reported for duty at the Capitol as
Uh-oh. I think he knocked himself off.
Wow.
Damn, that shit crazy.
But yeah, I see Victor. Victor say they bringing in. He said they bringing in people, bringing in their own people, and they replacing those officers who quit.
Mm.
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 gave me cause.
I see you, Vic.
You hear?
But around 10:56
Right.
a.m., I received a text message from a friend forwarding a screenshot of what appeared to be the potential plan of action, very different from a peaceful demonstration. The screenshot bore the caption, January 6th, Rally Point, Lincoln Park, and said the objective was the Capitol. It said, amongst other things, that Trump has given us marching orders and to keep your guns hidden. It urged people to bring your trauma kits and gas masks, to link up early in the day in 6 to 12-man teams. It indicated there would be time to arm up. Seeing that message caused me concern. To be sure, looking back now, it seemed to foreshadow what happened later. At the time, though, we had not received any warnings from our chain of command. I had no independent reason to believe that violence was headed our way.
Now you know that don't make sense, right?
As the morning
Now,
progressed,
BJ,
and the crowd of
when did he
protesters
get?
began
When
to
did you see
swell
that
on the east side,
screenshot?
Hold on.
the crowd was chanting slogans like "Stop the Steal" and "We want Trump." But demonstration was still being conducted in a peaceful manner.
Listen to what he said now.
Early that afternoon, Capitol Police Dispatch advised all units over the radio that we had an active 10-100 at the Republican National Committee nearby. 10-100 is police code for a suspicious package, such as a potential bomb. That radio dispatch got my attention, and I started to get more nervous and worried, especially because the crowds on the east front of the Capitol were continuing to grow. Around the same time, I started receiving reports on the radio about large crowd movements around the Capitol, coming from the direction of the ellipse to both the west and east fronts of the Capitol. Then I heard urgent radio calls for additional officers to respond to the west side.
He doing a lot of reading, ain't he?
Exclamation, a desperate voice.
I see where you're going with it. I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Now it was obvious that there was a direct threat to the Capitol. I quickly put on a steel chest plate, which weighs approximately 20 pounds, and carrying my M4 rifle, sprinted around the north side of the Capitol to the west terrace and the railing of the inaugural stage, where I had a broad view of what was going on. I was stunned by what I saw. In what seemed like a sea of people, Capitol police officers and Metropolitan police officers, MPD, were engaged in desperate hand-to-hand fighting with rioters across the West Lawn. Until then, I had never seen anyone physically assault Capitol Police or MPD, let alone witness mass assaults being perpetrated on law enforcement officers. I witnessed the rioters using all kinds of weapons against officers, including flagpoles, metal bike racks that they had torn apart, and various kinds of projectiles. Officers were being bloodied in the fighting. Many were blinded and coughing.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
I gave decontamination aid to as many officers as I could, flushing their eyes with water to dilute the chemical irritants. Soon thereafter, I heard, "Attention all units, the Capitol has been breached," and that rioters were in various places inside the building. At that point, I rushed into the Capitol with another officer, going first to the basement on the Senate side, where I'd heard an MPD officer needed a defibrillator. After returning outside to the West Terrace to assist the officers, I went back into the Capitol and up the stairs towards the crypt. There I saw rioters who had invaded the Capitol carrying a Confederate flag, a red MAGA flag, and a "Don't Tread on Me" flag. I decided to stand my ground there to prevent any riots from heading down the stairs to the Lower West Terrace entrance, because that's where officers were getting contamination aid and were particularly vulnerable.
Is this a clown show?
At the top of the stairs, I confronted a group of insurrectionists, warning them do not go down those steps.
How come nobody shot?
Keep moving.
Oh.
Another displayed what looked like a law enforcement badge and told me, "We're doing this for you." One of the invaders approached me like he was going to try to get past me and head down the stairs. I hit him, knocking him down.
He's showing weakness. You can't. Hey, his job. He need to get fired.
I took off upstairs to the speaker's lobby.
He's showing weakness, Tim.
Getting hassled by insurrectionists. Some of them were dressed like members of a militia group, wearing tactical vests, cargo pants, and body armor. I was physically exhausted, and it was hard to breathe and to see because of all the chemical spray in the air.
Go ahead and drink the water, fool. This is some funny shit. Hey, and watch this. I will pause it when you say this.
Pouring into the area by the speaker's lobby near the rotunda. Some wearing MAGA hats and shirts that said Trump 2020. I told them to just leave the Capitol, and in response they yelled, "No, man, this is our house. President Trump invited us here. We're here to stop the steal. Joe Biden is not the president. Nobody voted for Joe Biden." I'm a law enforcement officer, and I do my best to keep politics out of my job. But in this circumstance, I responded, "Well, I voted for Joe Biden. Does my vote not count? Am I nobody?" That prompted a torrent of racial epithets. One woman in a pink MAGA shirt yelled, "You hear that, guys? This nigger voted for Joe Biden." In the crowd, perhaps around 20 people, joined in screaming, "Boo, fucking nigger." No one had ever called me a nigger while wearing the uniform of a Capitol Police officer.
Come on, man.
Following the attempted insurrection,
Hey, but hold on, BJ.
other black
Look. Hold on.
their
Pause
own
that.
stories of racial abuse on
Pause that. Pause that video. Pause that. Stop,
Hey,
man.
hold up, man. Let me come back to the
Pause
radio
that,
screen.
BJ.
40 years of life, I called a nigger
Pause
to his
it.
face, and that ended on January 6th. Yet another black officer later.
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man.
Go ahead.
You could tell he must didn't read over that script, because when he read, he said he read the script, right? When would they write that script? Because they said you had MAGA voters and shit talking about Trump 2020. Now this happened June 6, 2021. Why would they be saying Trump 2020? if that wasn't something they did previously, a script?
That's
Why would
a
he say
good
Trump
point.
2020? We in 2021.
Good point. Good
Really?
point.
Come
Hey,
on, man. Hey,
look
see,
though.
Dick Gregory say they always F up. They always see. That's how you can tell. They always F up. That's a slip up. Reading that script. Come on,
Well,
Trump
let me say
2020.
something to you,
Nigga, we
Shaq,
in
about this whole
2021.
thing. But look though, Shaq,
Man.
that ain't my problem with this dude. My problem was he talking about boo, effing nigger. This nigger vote. I said, look, man, you in a war, man. Ain't nobody doing all this goddamn talking, man. Where you getting all this talking from, man? Are you serious? Do you fight like that on the street, Shaq? If you got your fist fight, you ain't doing all this damn talking.
I'm with you, Monique too. See, that's sad. It's sad, man. For you to cap the police, you supposed to be trained for all type of scenarios, right? In snow, right? Because you're protecting one of the most sacred places, right? One of the most supposed to be high guarded places. And me, Timmy, y'all ain't trained better than that. Really? Look here. If I was working security,
This nigga voted for Joe Biden. Give me a break, dude.
Okay, that's cool.
Huh?
That's cool. That's cool. He voted for Joe Biden, but guess what though? The same way he voted for Joe Biden, right? And he talking about how the Capitol and stuff, how these people stormed the Capitol, but the same way you voted for Joe Biden and he want out. Now y'all want to protect the Capitol, or you still didn't protect the Capitol, right? And he got the damn borders open. This administration got the damn borders open, right? So obviously y'all are unfit for the job. Y'all need to turn your you guys need to resign. Turn your papers in. You unfit.
Now
they unfit for the job.
Okay. Now I want to finish this because when you hear what he said after this, Jack, you know a security officer, and I know as a former corrections officer, you did this. Your ass wouldn't be talking or saying your ass be fine. This man gonna tell you he went to his room and he went into a room and started crying. I'm gonna finish this. He said he went into a room and started crying.
BJ, you supposed to look here. Come on, man. Really?
Come on, man. Why are you man? Hey, look, man. Before I get on the plane, man, can I have a good time with a clown show right quick?
Frank, what's going on, Frank? Talk to us, baby. Talk to us, man. What's going on?
I mean, okay, it was scripted. It was
scripted, huh?
He just happened to be a Joe Biden supporter. That red flag. He just happened to get a conversation. Red flag.
Officers who needed aid and help us kill more insurrectionists.
Hold on, Frank.
In the crypt, I encountered Sergeant Gunnell, who was giving assistance to an unconscious woman who had been in the crowd of rioters on the west side of the Capitol. I helped to carry her to the area of the House Majority Leader's office, where she was administered CPR. As the afternoon wore on, I was completely drained, both physically and emotionally, and in shock and total disbelief over what had happened. Once the building was cleared, I went to the rotunda to recover with other officers and share our experiences from what happened that afternoon. Representative Rodney Davis was there offering support to officers, and when he and I saw each other, he came over and he gave me a big hug. I sat down on a bench in the rotunda with a friend of mine who was also a Black Capitol Police officer and told him about the racial slurs I endured. I became very emotional and began yelling, "How the blank could something like this happen? Is this America?" I began sobbing. Officers came over to console me.
Dude, we be looking weak, dude.
Hey, y'all. Victor said, Victor said, if you went through all that trauma, you don't need a script. That shit, you should know. You don't need a script to write that. You don't need to read the script if you've been through all that type of trauma.
Took the floor of the House to speak out about what had happened that day. Among them was House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who, along with my fellow officers, I had protected that day and will protect today and tomorrow. I had protected that day and will protect today and tomorrow. And the minority leader, to his great credit, said the following to the House: the violence, destruction, and chaos we saw earlier was unacceptable, undemocratic, and un-American. It was the saddest day I've ever had serving in this institution, end quote. Members of the select committee, the minority leader was absolutely right. How he described what took place in the Capitol. And for those of us in the Capitol Police who serve and revere this institution and who love the Capitol building, it was the saddest day for us as well. More than 6 months later, January 6th still isn't over for me. I've had to avail myself of sessions from the Capitol Police Employee Assistance Program, and I'm now receiving private counseling therapy for the persistent emotional trauma of that day. I've also participated in many peer support programs with fellow law enforcement officers from around the United States. I know so many other officers continue to hurt, both physically and emotionally. I want to take this moment to speak to my fellow officers about the emotions they're continuing to experience from the events of January 6th. There's absolutely nothing wrong with seeking professional counseling. What we went through that day was traumatic, and if you are hurting, please take advantage of the counseling services that are available to us. I also respectfully ask that this select committee review the available resources, the services available to us, and consider whether they are sufficient enough to meet our needs.
Hey, did he shoot? Did he shoot his gun?
The amount of leave that we are allowed. In closing, we can never again
Did he shoot?
allow democracy to be
No.
put in peril.
No.
He didn't shoot not one bullet?
No.
I think the members of the select
Oh,
committee
hell no. Oh, hell no.
would let the
You
disaster
need to turn this resignation in.
on January
You
6th
crying, nigga, you got the bullets.
place that
You ain't
day,
shoot nobody, nigga.
and
Get out of here, man.
to prevent such an attack
Hey, man, he
on our
unfit.
from ever happening again.
Hold on. Watch this. You can get tough
I
now.
want to thank and acknowledge my brothers and sisters in blue who fought alongside me on January 6th to protect our democracy. Each of you is a hero, and it is my honor to serve with you each and every day. I'd like to thank the American people for all of the support that they have provided these past several months to me and my fellow officers.
Come on, BJ. My head hurting that, man. I can't listen to no more, BJ. Come on now.
The terrorists of
Come
that
on,
day.
because this game ridiculous.
Democracy went on that night. And
It's
still
over.
continues
It's
to
over.
exist today. Democracy is bigger than any one person and any one party. You all tried to disrupt democracy that day. You all failed. Thank you again for the opportunity to testify, and I would be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Hey, NBC News viewers.
Come on, man.
By clicking on
Come on, man. Stop the bullshit. Man. Hey, man. Look, man. Sometimes, man. Look, man.
Thanks for
I ain't trying to be funny, yo. But sometimes you need a good clown show, man. It makes the day go by, because this is clown shit. Thank you, Monique. You cannot take these crying men. Chaq, you right. You ain't shoot nobody. What the hell is going on? Now, Frank, let me ask you a question.
Hey, man.
Frank, was that not a clown show?
Yeah, it was scripted, man. It was scripted. You could tell there was a lot of, he was repeating certain words. You could tell it was scripted. You know what I'm saying? He brings the fact that he's a Democrat, or my bad, that he voted for.
I don't want to say, man. I rest my case because the shit was so stupid. But it did. But I was going to Monique and them just saying this dude showed weakness of black men right there in a nutshell. He just showed you what time it was. That's all I was trying to show. He told he went to a room sobbing. How you go to a room sobbing with all this commotion going on? Ain't you gonna be there fighting?
I'm telling you, they be lying to you right in plain sight, man. But
you know a woman in a pink mega head called you a nigga, and then you say this old boo nigga. Where is all this talking coming from? How you get to talk so much in a situation like that? This is the biggest insurrection in history. We ain't doing this much talking, right? So
shooting, we busting guns. We busting, right?
let me get in 3.
Right.
Now check this out.
Hey, if they did all that right, that was treason, right? They intruded on what's the name? That's treason, right? That was supposed to have orders to shoot on or upon contact.
Hey, look.
Hey.
Then he said at 10:53 in the morning, he ain't got a text, right? It talking about the Trump invited him to hide their weapons. So if you knew what was going on, why you ain't stopping?
Well, stage.
See,
staged.
So I'm just letting you know.
He wasn't even probably there. He probably wasn't even there.
You know what? I don't believe he was in. Hey, Chaq, I said the same thing. But this go to Frank about crisis acting.
He wasn't there.
I don't believe none of that.
It's impossible.
Might not even be a cop.
It wasn't there.
You never know, dude. Like, motherfuckers be scripting and shit, man. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They'll play a part. That part is literally playing that part. Motherfucker want to
man.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I just wanted to show you, this is what we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with psyop scripts and bullshit, okay? That's my, then maybe when I'm at the airport, I might say, we're dealing with psyop scripts and bullshit. Can I order that on the menu? Oh, no, we don't have that, right? But at the same time, we just got to be aware of all this stuff because this is trying to make the police get in good favor and you can feel sorry for the Capitol Police. I'm just showing you how the side column, he talking about, I've been through therapy. I've been through this. Dude, this is your job, dude. I was a security officer. I've been a corrections officer. What the fuck? You're talking like you sound weak as shit. You make me laugh. I mean, let me tell you something. The way that he showed that video with these officers made you think that a cop has never killed a black person and the cop's the weakest thing going. Everybody should be attacking cops right now. That's the image you just showed me right there. If that's what you showed me, you can do that to any cop and get away with it. If that's the image you're going to show me. That's what I'm telling you.
That's a good point, man. That's a good
I mean, because, now check this out. You know it's scripted. I'm going to tell you why. Because remember, you had that guy who they claimed was in Nation of Islam that went to the Capitol about 2 months later, and they killed him on the spot for being on Capitol grounds. His name was Green. Remember?
Right.
Yeah. So you shot him. So what are you talking about? You couldn't do this? You know what it is. Scripted chaos, BLM and Antifa got in and did their thing, and that's why they ain't hurt nobody. Because the woman who did shoot Ashley Babbitt, the cop, they tried to go after the cop. She won't. So this was a scripted job. You're not supposed to do nothing. You're supposed to let it happen. That's what that was about.
That makes sense, man.
Yeah, but you just got to realize, and look, if you want to go see a movie and show this thing, go watch Olympus Has Fallen. And when you go watch Olympus Has Fallen, you go watch them attacking the Capitol.
No, that's a good point. They made like 2 or 3 of those. I think they made like 2 of those movies, huh? I think they made a new one like last year. See that? Why did they make one so close to this pandemic, man? They made one in like 2019, I think, or 2020. They made another.
What time it is? But like I said, I'm glad I was able to get you on, Frank. You were great, and I thank you for hitting me up always in my chat. Don't be a stranger. Come back anytime. Y'all the information, man. People probably want to hit you up on Instagram. I know you got some good stuff out there.
Yeah, man. Well, shoot, man. Good looking out, BJ. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaq, you too, man. Y'all, So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, if y'all want to look at, reach me, man. You know what I'm saying? My Facebook is XX Frank Nitty XX. You know what I'm saying? Just like the screen name right here. Instagram is Frank Jones 8115. You know what I'm saying? My YouTube is the same as XX Frank Nitty XX. It'll be hard. It's not really in the algorithm yet. So, if y'all want to catch my channel, whatever, y'all could, I'll send a link, or y'all could just get me on Facebook. It's in my head and on my Facebook. So I appreciate it, man.
No problem. Shaq, go ahead and talk about it. You got a show.
Oh, yeah, man. Salute, man. I just wrapped up another show, man. Thursday show, man. I had the elder on, Miss Latney. She dropped some fire for y'all, man. Y'all can tune in. The CL Smooth live show on Blog Talk every Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The studio line is 516-666-9834. And I got another show coming up on Sundays. It's a collaboration with my guy Stice. It's a Shaq and Stice show. It's going to be on Sundays, every Sundays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. Central Time, and it's a Working Man Blues show. We put respect on the everyday working man and women, and the ladies. Yes, last show was heavily male dominant, but we're going to have a show where the women, we're going to appreciate and celebrate the working women too, and the mothers and stuff, working mothers and stuff, hard working out here, man. Put respect on them. Yeah, check us out on check me out on Instagram at CLESMOOTH81.
You got a good friend right here. See, you got a good friend right here. She said she got today's show. It was fire. Well, it was good. It's fire. Yeah.
That was dope.
Oh yeah. Just tune in, man, and support us, man. Because like you said, we this black media, like you said, man, we gotta get this information out and tell narratives from our perspective. You can see now that even people that look like us is reading the other scripts from these other people, man. You know what I mean? And it's not the same ideologies we have. So we got to support each other, man. Support Frank, support BJ King, BJ Platform, salute him. The Judge O'Brown Show, We All Be TV, Galvin Rashard, check him out on YouTube, on Facebook. We got to support all of them, man. We all black media, man, like you said.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, by the way. And also, we might have to come up with some other alternatives on things. So yeah, like I said, usually I have to donate to CL Smooth $Chaq 1981 if you can, because he's been putting out good contact. Him and Queen Valerie Denise Jones. My cash is $1919 BJ. I don't know. So later, I know they playing like this thing, the unvax versus the vax. So we might have to all, have our own underground railroad or money system or something, because it's about to be like the Hunger Games out here. So, might have to start, content creators or people who had these shows. They might need a little bit of stuff now. We got to see. But I say stock up, get some water. I want to just tell you, Alaska had an 8.2 point earthquake today on the Richter scale. 8.2 earthquake. That's a big ass earthquake, okay? I've been seeing flooding in Arizona. I've been seeing things in a lot of areas. So I'm just saying. But like I said, you only donate to me if you want to. But please donate to these guys if you can. But we gotta stay strong. This is like almost Adolf Hitler's final solution. It's getting real Gestapo-like. No, it is a Gestapo. Ain't no getting Gestapo. It is a Gestapo. Ain't no light no more. They showing you how they trying to push now. So force always got to be met with the greatest force. We the force, and we got to keep on pushing. Thank you, Monique, for saying great show as usual. Queen, I actually admire you, and I need you to come back on my show again. Don't be shy and don't be a stranger, because you are great and you are as good as advertised when you came on. I thought you was natural when I first saw you, but hey, you was a little nervous, but I understand. It's fine. But I do, I got to think of coming on. So with that being said, I will be out of here, and I will be in the great state of Texas once again. Thank you very much, and y'all guys have a good night, and everybody else have a good night as well. Thank you very much.
All right, y'all have a safe flight, BJ. All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Monique.
All right.